Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what got me through dialysis. This video is going to be simple, quick, and easy, and it's going to go right to the point with you guys. I want to let you guys know what helped me through my time on dialysis and basically all my trials and my tribulations. So if you guys are interested, then keep on watching. But before we continue, I want to quickly introduce myself. I know my channel is growing rapidly and a ton of you guys probably are new to this channel. So I am Cindy Flores, a 23-year-old girl who decided to document my kidney transplant journey and some of my time on dialysis and just sharing that with you guys and my journey to health and wellness. So if you guys are new, consider subscribing. So I started dialysis back in 2014 when I was only 18 years old. I was pregnant and I was feeling at my all-time low in life because imagine I was 18 years old, I was pregnant and my kidneys had failed and I found out I had to do emergency dialysis. So anybody in that situation, obviously you're gonna feel like it's the end of the world, and that's how I felt. I felt like the lowest point in my life. I felt so sad, so depressed, so tired physically, mentally, spiritually, all around. I was just feeling distraught and just so alone. And during that time, you know, it could have been super worse. Like it could have got really bad and gloomy, but thank God it did not, for the simple fact that I put my trust and my process in the Lord. I was going through this time that I felt so away from God. I truly felt away from God. I felt like He wasn't walking with me because I was walking in disobedience, and also because of just everything that I was going through. I was like, okay, this is my punishment. I had to endure. And God's allowing me to go through this because it's showing me a lesson. And that really was what God was doing in that process. Even though I was feeling all that, like all those emotions deep down in my heart, deep down in my mind, I knew that God had a plan, like, for everything that I was going through. I knew that He was going to take me to the end of the tunnel and I was going to see that light and I was going to have my peace and my victory. I knew deep down inside, I knew that this is just temporary and that God was going to push me through, because I decided, I was like, God, yes, I'm going through all of this and I feel so down, so alone. You know how I feel. You know me better than I know myself. But I'm going to choose to hold on to You no matter how tired I get, no matter how weak I feel, no matter how spiritually drained I may feel. God, want to hold on to You. And I was like, Lord, please help me through this. Help me through this time in my life where I just truly can't see the end of this, even though I know You're going to take me to the end. And I remember I would just pray and I would speak life over myself, over my body, and over my daughter, because at the time I was pregnant, I was doing dialysis 6 times a week. So imagine, you know, everything that was going on to my body. Also my emotional self. I was only 18 and I was carrying my daughter. And yeah, so I was just basically saying, God, help me. I have life. God, You promised me life. You know, He has so many promises in the Word of God, and I kept holding on to those and I kept declaring them over myself and over my daughter, because you know the Word says that the power of the tongue and whatever we speak will come to life. So that goes in both ways, to both negative and positive. So you want to speak positivity over yourself, health over yourself, life over yourself. I know a lot of you guys are going through dialysis, going through kidney stones, going through different types of autoimmune disease and transplants. And I just want to say to you guys that no matter how bad the situation may get, you need to speak life over yourself. You need to speak health and wellness and just keep on thinking positive. Don't complain. Don't feel sorry for yourself, because believe me, I felt all of that. I felt sorry for myself. I remember I would look at pictures of me when I was a little girl and I would cry and I'd be like, if only I could tell this little girl that she was going to suffer so much and that she was gonna go through some of the worst times ever, you know, and I would just feel sorry for myself. But I'm telling you, do not allow the enemy to creep in your mind with that negativity, and just keep on believing in the Lord and keep speaking positivity. I can't stress that enough. Negativity will kill you, it will sicken you even more, and it will bring you down, because your words matter, and you do not want the enemy to hold on to that word that you declared of death over your life or of sickness over your life. You have to push through in prayer. You have to push through in speaking life into yourself and just speaking the word of God into your life. And you have to push through in obedience. Obedience is a key to this health and wellness journey, as well as to the walk with Jesus. You know, we have to be obedient, as in following our doctors and staying on a strict regimen, on a strict diet, and so forth. Also, not just in the physical, but also in the spiritual realm. We need to walk in the obedience of the Lord, truly humbling ourselves to Him and letting God mold us into His masterpiece, rather than us trying to mold God into our lives in the way we want it. We have to allow God to mold us and really be that clay and let God take us through the perfection. You know, the word of God says that He is going to pass us through the fire, and that is how you get remember, pressure makes diamonds, and He will pass us through the fire to test us. So you guys have to remember that all of this is a part of your process. All of this is going to make you stronger if you allow it to. Don't let kidney disease, don't let sickness, don't let any type of disease bring you down, and don't let it define who you are, because you are much more than a disease. You are much more than an illness or a trial. You will overcome all these things if you trust in the Lord, if you allow Him to take you through the process perfectly in His way. Just allow Him to. During that process, listen to His voice and what He is taking you through. So yes, overall, what got me through everything, what got me through my dialysis and through my hardships, was Jesus. It was God. It was truly Him that carried me through it all. He literally put me in His hands. Even though I felt like He was far away from me, I was in His hands, and He was carrying me through it all. Because truly, when I look back, I'm like, wow, how was I even that strong to do that? And I know it wasn't my strength. It was the Lord putting His strength in me to pursue that health and that wellness, and to pursue the positivity and speaking life. It wasn't my own will and my own flesh, because this flesh, believe me, this flesh wanted to complain, wanted to feel sorry for myself, wanted to feel down and so forth. But I knew that I had to believe and I had to trust in the Lord and the process He was taking me through. So guys, I just wanted to make this video to really encourage you guys, because I have a ton of you guys messaging me and asking me for prayer and asking me for words of advice. And I just want to say that I am praying for you guys. I pray for all my subscribers all the time. I always ask the Lord to give you guys the strength and the healing you guys need, both physically and spiritually. But I also want to encourage you guys to do the same and to keep pushing. Keep pushing for your health. Keep pushing and keep fighting the good fight. God has already given you the victory. You just have to take it out of the enemy's hand and claim it. Don't give up fighting, guys. And I just want to say, you are not alone with whatever disease you may be fighting with. You are not alone. Remember, you have God, first of all. Then you have your family. You have the people, the close people around you helping and supporting you. And also, guys, you have us on my channel. You are always welcome to come. Ask me any questions. Ask me for prayer. Ask me whatever. I am willing to pray for you guys and willing to give you guys advice anytime you guys may need. I just wanted to make this video. It's short, it's simple. I just wanted to really let you guys know, because God has put this in my heart to want to give you guys some words of advice, and to really want to tell you guys that you guys are not alone. You have the Lord by your side. And like I said, guys, it's time to claim your victory, because God has already given it to you. So I just want to end this video. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Also, don't forget to click that little bell button so you guys can always stay updated and see what is coming next. I have a ton of more content I want to post for you guys. So pressing that little bell button will be very helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. I love you guys all, and have a blessed and beautiful day.